check your audio and video settings, please. Guys, everyone, please check your audio and video settings, please. Yes, boss. I think everyone completed first application. Everyone completed first application. I want reply from you people. Any difficulty towards completing that application? You must practice. You must practice at any cost. 404 error, check the directory structure. Follow the notes as it is, you will get the success. Spell mistakes, typing mistakes, you should resolve on your own. Read the error thoroughly. In error itself, solution will be there. Run on server is not coming, select the var file. Okay, select the var file well. Yeah, still not coming. Still not coming. Maybe you have not taken Eclipse. You have to take Eclipse AWE flavor, right? Balaji, or you have to create Spring Starter project, worst fellow. Okay. And you have to install Eclipse JWE flavor, not Eclipse SDK IDE. First, you have to configure server, then you have to use run on server. Yeah, data rendering, data binding, boss. The process of passing data, nothing but results, from controller or handler class to view component through dispatcher servlet by making data as model attributes through shared memory is called data rendering. Very simple, boss. In controller class, either it generates the data or results directly, or it collects the results or data from service or DAO classes. Super. Puts them in shared memory. In order to pass to view component. It won't pass directly, guys. It will keep in common shared memory. From shared memory, view components will access. From the shared memory, view components will access. What is that shared memory? I will explain. Don't worry. So passing results. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Yeah, the process of passing data from controller class to view component through dispatcher servlet by making the data as model attributes through shared memory is called data rendering, right, boss? The process of storing request inputs, nothing but form data, to Java Bean or model class object is called data binding. Inputs are stored to the model class object, data binding. Results are passed to view components, right, boss? Results are passed to view component. What is that? Data rendering. Results are passed to view component, data binding. Data rendering, right, boss? Controller to view component, data passing is called data rendering. Form data getting stored. Reading form data. Storing that form data in Java Bean class object is called Data binding is called data binding. Right, boss? Super. Yes, boss. Here is my data rendering, boss. The process of passing data from controller class to view component by keeping in one or other scope is called data rendering. For data rendering, we need to keep data in model attributes of controller class. Super. And we need to read. We need to read these model attributes in JSP view component with the support of EL, nothing but expression language. With the support of EL, nothing but expression language. Clear, my dear? Super. Very, very important, boss. I want you people to focus like anything. For every request given to Spring MVC application, the dispatcher servlet creates one special object called binding memory, binding aware model map object. This is very important for focus. Having request scope, that means specific to each request. The handler methods of controller class can access that object as the parameter of type map string comma object collection as shown below. Whenever you give a request, dispatcher servlet creates one special object called what? Binding aware model map object. Okay, this can be passed to controller class handler method as the argument values. Controller class handler method can access it through map object, simply through map object. What do you say, guys? Literally through map object, simply through map object. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Simply through map object. Are you getting my point there or not? Super. Yeah, request A1, super. A2 dispatcher servlet traps and takes a request, super. A3 handovers the request to handler mapping. Handovers the request to handler mapping, super. Here is my A1. Dispatcher servlet traps and takes the request. A3 handovers the request to handler mapping. Super. Okay, now listen carefully. It will search for handler method whose request path is matching with what? Request URI path. Process matching now, boss. A5, this method signature controller class bean ID is gathered and given to whom? Dispatcher servlet. Through handler mapping only, that is done. A6, by seeing map here, boss, by seeing map here, one binding aware model map object is created. Data, still not data is placed, boss. Binding aware model map object is created. Are you getting my point there, guys? It's empty object. Initially empty object. Let us assume it's an empty object, right? Super. Now tell me. Dispatcher servlet calls this process method. Okay. Tell me, boss. Now onwards, this binding aware model map object is referred by map collection. A binding aware model map directly, indirectly implements map interface, guys. Is referred by map collection. Come on. Anything you do through map collection is going to reflect in this object. Now listen. I'm putting data in the map collection. Map dot put name value. Model attributes are added to shared memory. Are adding to map collection, indirectly adding to this shared memory. After all, this map is referring to that shared memory. Come on. So that's why whenever you do this activity, that will reflect in this place. Come on, come on. The shared memory is shared for common for view component controller classes. So you have placed data in shared memory means they can be accessed and used in what? View components or not. Okay, let it be. I hope you understood. By seeing this map, dispatcher servlet realizes, okay, I need to create one shared memory. Created, empty, initially empty. When this method is called, inside the method, logic will be there. Inside the method, we kept the logic to add the model attributes, right, boss? Inside the method, we kept the logic to add the model attributes. These model attributes will be added to whom, guys? These model attributes will be added to whom, guys? I want reply. Will be added to whom, guys? Binding aware model map object. What object, guys? Will be added to binding aware model map object. Are you getting my point? Will be added to binding aware model map object. Clear? Super. After that, what next? This is returning logical view name A9. This is returning logical view name A9, boss. Super. After that, what is next thing? This logical view name is received by dispatcher servlet, that is passed to view resolver. View resolver is giving to what? View object. Come on. View resolver is giving to view object where physical view component name is there. Prefix plus. This is prefix, guys. This is logical view name, guys. This is suffix. Prefix. Here is my logical view name. Here is my suffix. Here is my suffix, right? Yes, boss. Tell me. Now, physical view component has come now. This view object goes to dispatcher servlet, right? Dispatcher servlet communicates with the JSP. Show underscore data dot JSP, A14. So there I'm using EL, boss. This is expression language. This is EL code, right? I'm using EL code. Tell me, boss. These attributes are ATTR1, ATTR2. So from model attributes, which are shared in the shared memory, these are red, boss, and will be displayed. These are red and will be displayed. So what is extra compared to our first application? What is extra? You are not doing anything great. You are just taking one parameter in the handler method. By seeing that parameter, one shared memory is created, right? By seeing that parameter, one shared memory is created, right, boss? One shared memory is created. Inside that shared memory, come on, results given by results. These results are generated because of n number of logics. Process method got added, right? Results given by process method got added. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Everyone understanding? Yeah, map is extra. Internally shared memory is created. Okay, in the JSP, we are reading data from the shared memory. In the JSP, we are reading data from the shared memory, right, boss? A5 and A7, boss. DS gets handler method signature, whose request path is process, and also gets the controller class bean ID and calls handler method having binding aware model map object as the argument value, which is referred by map type param in the handler method, right? Map is also class, sir. No, map is an interface. If you don't know, please keep quiet. Yeah, by seeing this map interface in the handler method, okay, the dispatcher servlet is forced to create this shared memory. And now onward, this shared memory is referred by map. Simple example was, you say catch exception E. Okay, whenever exception object is created by JVM, this E variable refers to that exception object. Similarly, by seeing this map, dispatcher servlet creates what? Shared memory. Now onward, that shared memory is referred by whom, guys? Map variable. So anything you do through map variable will reflect in shared memory now, boss. And since it is a shared memory, it is common for view component. So that's why we are able to read data from shared memory through ELX expression language code. A6. By seeing map as the handler method param type, the DS creates binding aware model map object as shared memory having request mode. A8. The data kept in map collection goes to shared memory as model attributes, indirectly request mode. Okay, A14. I'm just highlighting important number. The view component show underscore data.jsp executes, reads the model attribute from request scope using EL support. $attribute1, $attribute2. $attribute1, $attribute2. Right, boss? So, abstract map implements map interface. Extended model map implements model interface, right? Okay. Expression language is a shortcut code for Java code to read some, to do arithmetic and logical operations in JSP. EL is alternate code for Java code in JSP base. Okay. Perform arithmetic and logical operation. EL ignored false means don't ignore the EL, recognize the EL. Come on, Okay, arithmetic and logical operations in JSP base. JSP base. What is the syntax for EL was? Don't worry, when you study JSP, you'll study all this stuff. What's the syntax of JEL? Syntax. Dollar expression. Any expression you can pass. Okay. First dot JSP. At the rate page is EL ignored is equal to false. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Array, it will recognize when you write in a proper code and proper spells. That means what? EL will be recognized in our JS. The EL will be recognized in our JSP base. Here is my first dot JSP, guys. At the rate page, EL ignored is equal to true. EL ignored is equal to true, boss. EL will be recognized in our JS. Everyone getting my point, guys? The EL will be recognized in our JSP base. Okay, na? Super. Okay, now focus. This binding aware model map, guys. The handler method of controller class can refer binding aware model map object will be recognized, will not be recognized. True means will not. Ignored, boss. It is ignored, na? Model map object can, by taking the parameter of the following type, map. We can refer with map, guys. Hash map, linked hash map. Array, in the hierarchy of binding aware model map, all these are there. It is best. Why, sir? It supports more non-invasive programming. We are referring with interface and Java specific. Java specific means non-invasive, na boss. It can these lines can be moved to another Java project because we are not using any Spring specific information, right, boss? Next, model map, model, extended model map, binding aware model map. These are Spring API specific, boss. Spring API specific. Tell me, superclass reference variable can refer its subclass object. Interface reference variable can refer its implementation class object. That's why to refer this shared memory, I can take one of these type parameters or not. One of these type parameter or not. Check it out. Hierarchy, you check it out. Binding aware model map extends from extended model map, extends from model map, extends from linked hash map, extends from hash map, extends from abstract map, and implements map interface. Super. Extended model map implements model interface. Right, boss? Implements the model interface. Clear, boss? Got the point? Okay, boss. Where is our application? I think workspace is wrong. Switch workspace. What is there? 716 boot, right? Switch workspace 716 boot. Close editors, guys. Close editors. Let's have a look on this. MVC boot. Here is my controller. Array. This is not our one. Yeah, this is. Show home controller, guys. Okay. Sachin, stop showing your talent. Can you hand over your brain to me? Okay, guys. Request mapping slash boss. Right now, that is not important. What is there? I am taking parameter. By seeing the signature of the method, it is doing everything. Map, comma, object, map. Control plus shift plus. Control plus shift plus. Now, listen. This map is referring to what class object? That also matters, right? Map object class name. Map dot get class. Map object class name. Map dot get class. Map object class name. Map dot get class. Clear, boss? Map dot get class. Tell me. Right now, no business logic, nothing, but I'm just adding some dummy data, boss. Add model attributes. Add model attributes. Map dot put. What is string key and value? Attribute one array. Attribute name always string, boss. Value any object you can. So map dot put attribute to new data. Here is my attribute one value one. Here is my attribute two value. Here is my attribute one value one. Here is my attribute two value two, guys. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Map dot put attribute one comma value one. Map dot put attribute two comma date. New data. Super. Show home controller, guys. Yeah. Now I'm coming to this JSP page. Where, guys? SRC main. Main web app, WebINF pages, welcome.js. Okay, other day we are just printing data, boss. Tell me here, BR. The data is dollar floor bracket ATTR1. Dollar floor bracket ATTR2. Old opening and closing. Old opening and closing was, right? Welcome to Springweb MVC was. Right click, guys. Run on server was. Tomcat, say next, say finish. See, boss, are you able to see the data? Data is value one, attribute one value. Attribute two value, system date and time is coming. Look at the server console. Though I am referring through map, guys, it is indirectly pointing to binding aware model map object. Binding aware model map object. So indirectly what happened, guys? Indirectly what happened, guys? Indirectly what happened? Data kept through map is placed in shared memory. From there we read into the JSP page. From there we read into the JSP page. So we are not putting data directly from controller to JSP, guys. In between, we are keeping on shared memory. Through shared memory, we are sharing. The shared memory scope is request scope. That's why they are specific to one request only. Because the shared memory will be created for every request separately. For every request, separate shared memory will be created. Understood, guys? Enjoyed my thought? I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I want reply, boss. Okay, now listen carefully. I think today you got the data flow. Everyone says, create attributes. Creates attributes here, read them in the JSP. But how they are flowing, you understood? How the data is flowing, you understood? We are not creating attributes in controller class. Controller class is having access to shared memory through map object. Come on. There, in the shared memory, we are adding the attributes. These are created directly in the shared memory through map object. Since shared memory scope is request scope, by using expression language, we can read and display them or not. By using expression language, we can read and display them or not. I want reply. Are you understanding my statement? Come on, come on. Today I'm getting bit tough to understand. Don't know, sir. You know JSP, first question yourself. There is the answer. Even if you model, same thing happens, right? Even if you use a model, same thing happens. Okay, you want to feel that? 1 minute, I'll take. Okay, I'm commenting this, guys. Okay, I'm taking another one. I'm referring with interface reference variable. I'm referring with interface reference variable. I don't know why are you feeling rocket science here, boss. Anything great, guys, please. By seeing method signature, dispatcher servlet creating one shared memory. Class name of that shared memory is binding aware model map. Okay. So this parameter okay, run on server is not coming. Either you have not chosen var file or you have not installed Eclipse JW flavor Eclipse. Do those things. Tell me, model, boss. Model. Or it's an interface, guys. Spring supplied interface, right? Spring supplied interface. Here model dot get class. Same story. Only API changes little bit. Here we don't have put method. We don't have put method. Model dot add attribute. Attribute name. Attribute one. Attribute value. Value one. Super. Model dot add attribute. Model dot add attribute. Attribute name. Attribute two. Tell me, guys, where is this? New data. New data. Super. Or any name you can give for attribute. Attribute name is always string. Attribute value can be any object. Attribute value can be any object. Okay. Yeah, it's a predefined class. Prakriti Reddy, be on the class, boss. Be on time. Now these people are asking, is model predefined? Where were you? Where were you, boss, when I was giving all this stuff? Huh? Be in the classroom, na, Prakriti Reddy. This is the hierarchy I have given. Given a please. You only seen this hierarchy. Great fellows, boss. Model. Attribute one. Yeah, this one attribute two. Attribute one, value one. Attribute two, new data, right? Super. Tell me next one. Yeah. You stop the application. Same data will come. Nothing will happen. Nothing great will happen. Just data will come. Nothing great will happen. Same data will come this time through model object. Yeah. This time, this model reference variable also pointing to what? Binding aware model map object. This is also pointing to what? Binding aware model map object. Again, I'm explaining one more time. Through handler method, it will look for through handler mapping component, it will search for what? Handler method whose request path is slash. Okay. Handler mapping component collect this method signature and controller class bean ID gives to dispatcher servlet. In handler method signature model is there na. By seeing that inside dispatcher of servlet, what is created? Binding aware model map object is created as an empty object. Super na, boss? Okay. Dispatcher servlet gets controller class object. On that object, it calls a render home method. On that object, it calls a render home method. On that object, it calls render home method. I want reply. On that object, it calls render home method. Render home method is putting data in shared memory that is created in dispatcher servlet. So when control goes to JSP, when JSP reads model attributes, it goes to shared memory, gathers them and displays them. Any rocket science, boss? Same thing I talked here. No, people won't come on time, na? These latecomers. Sir, what is happening? What is happening? They never say I joined late, right? They never say I joined late. They always say today tough, sir, tomorrow easy, sir. Worst fellows. Stop doing these dances, ra. First, come on time. How that handler mapping class knows it has model. Sagar Naik, first listen carefully. Ra. Handler mapping component gathers the signature of this method. Gathers the signature of this method, right? Signature means including parameter type. People won't study core Java properly and give stuff type. That signature is passed to dispatcher servlet. Signature means including parameter type. What is the parameter? Map or model is there. By seeing that, binding aware model map object will be created or not. First, try to know what is signature, Sagar Naik. Half knowledge of core Java raising these stupid questions. I'm saying signature and he's asking how does handler mapping knows there is a map object. Worst dirty, muddy fellow. What do you mean by signature? Only just method name. Sagar Naik, I want reply. Waste fellow. First reply. Sagar Naik. No, what you got, you know, you understood the real meaning of signature today. You did not get this flow. So far, you don't have perfect meaning of signature of the method. Then what's the problem, Sagar Naik? Handler mapping gather the signature, gives the signature to dispatcher servlet. In signature, parameter map is not there. By seeing that it creates binding aware model map object. Did I give any wrong statement earlier? Why you have not connected earlier? See, by seeing map as the handler method parameter type, dispatcher servlet creates binding aware model map object as the shared memory having request scope. Tell me, DS gets handler method signature whose request path is process and also gets controller class bean ID and calls handler method having binding aware model map object as the argument value. Did I say this statement? Fine, boss. Yeah, tell me, in between model and map, which is good, guys? Map is good or model is good? Map is good. Why? And we always try to reduce Spring API utilization in our application development, right? We try to reduce Spring API utilization. We always try to reduce Spring API utilization. I want reply. Best way of representing shared memory because it makes code as what? Non-invasive. Where what is used there? Model is, map is used there. What is used there? Map is used there. Agree with me? Okay, model is, this is bad practice. Why this is bad practice, guys? because it is Spring specific code, it is invasive, makes the code as invasive. Makes the code as invasive. Okay. So only for knowledge sake, let me show other possibilities also. Best is map, guys. Best is map, no doubt in that. Yeah, we have a class called model map, guys. Model map, model map. Here is my map dot class. Here is my map dot class. Tell me next one. Map dot put. Attribute one. Where is that value? Next one. Map dot put. Attribute two. Here is my new data. Anything, any data, attribute one. Okay, attribute name should be string, value can be any object. The value can be any object. Run on server, Tomcat, say next, say finish. Value one, this one, guys. You can take a normal data object, local data object. Anything is fine. At the end, we need date and time. At the end, we need date and time. Tool, guys. All are pointing to binding aware model map object. Not good practice. Model map is Spring API class. That means code becomes invasive code. Code definitely becomes invasive code or not? Definitely the code becomes invasive code. What do you say, guys? Definitely the code becomes invasive code. I hope everyone connected to this data rendering. Today what we discussed is data rendering, right? Nothing else. What we discussed here is purely data rendering option. Everyone understood the power of shared memory? It's working now, boss. It's working now, boss. Tell me, boss, now. Next one. Taking handler method return type as model. And I'm giving, handler method signature is flexible signature. Handler method signature is flexible signature, na boss? I want reply. Okay, now listen. For data rendering, I'm going to play with handler method return type, guys. So this time through return type, I want to do it. Through return type, I want to do it. Okay. Now listen. Copy this, paste it. Copy this, paste it. Listen carefully. See, taking parameter is the best, map is the best. But I'm just trying to give various permutations and combinations. That's it. Various permutations and combinations. Okay, guys. Now tell me, uh, I'm taking a method called pass data. I'm taking a method called pass data. No parameter. I'm taking return type as what? I'm taking return type as the model. I am taking return type as the model. Flexible. I just want to show flexible. I am taking return type as the model. Okay, boss? Super. When you take return type as the model, boss, see, one headache is there. What is the headache? Creating model class object and returning model class object is my responsibility. Creating model class object and this is the headache. That's why it is not recommended. When it is there in parameter type, creating shared memory, and passing that shared memory as the argument is the responsibility of the dispatcher servlet. Is the responsibility of the dispatcher servlet. I want reply, boss. Is the responsibility of the dispatcher servlet. I want reply. Tell me. Model is equal to new extended model map of, or you can create object for what, guys? Binding aware model map object, whatever it is. We have to create shared memory manually. This is headache. This is complex process, right? Binding aware model map object. Super. Tell me, this time no parameter, we cannot think about this. Binding aware model map object. It's a predefined class. Right? If you don't accept, I cannot do anything. Dispatcher servlet predefined name. Sorry, it's very new, no, lengthy one. That's fine, boss. You have to accept it, na? Ashish K, where is your brain today? His complaint is what? Binding aware is very long word, sir. Then jump into the drain then. Because it's not created by me and you. All item doubts, boss. Model dot add attribute. Model dot add attribute. It's a predefined name, boss. ATTR1 value is equal to value 1. Value is equal to value 1. Model dot add attribute ATTR2 value is equal to tell me new date of. Value is equal to new date of, right, boss? Return logical view name. Now this time what you have to return? Return model, boss. Here simply return model. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, guys. Sir, I already given best. Rishikesh breed, please, Ra Babu. I already given best. I'm just telling other permutations and combination. Taking map as the parameter type is the best, right? Remaining all the things I'm teaching only for knowledge sake. Clear? Even taking other than string return type. Taking other than string return type, right, boss? Taking other than string return type is also not a good practice. Why? So now we don't have control on logical view name, right? Okay, let us assume this method is pass. Pass is the request path. Do you have control on logical view name? Then what happens, you know? What happens, you know? If handler method is not returning logical view name, so the request path itself becomes logical view name. The request path itself becomes logical view name. So now pass will go to dispatcher servlet as logical view name. Gives to view resolver. View resolver gives view object having what, guys? Slash webinf slash pages slash pass.jsp as the physical view component. Are we having slash pass.jsp in physical view component, guys? Not there. So what I do? I take welcome.jsp. This is my welcome.jsp, guys. Same thing I will try to save as pass.jsp. Same thing I will try to save as the pass.jsp. Clear, boss? Here is my pass.jsp. Here is my pass.jsp. Right click, run on server, Tomcat, say next, say finish. Yeah. See, guys, when I give request, see, it is going to pass.jsp now, boss. That means request path it is taking as a logical view name. Request path it is taking as a logical view name right now, boss. Come on, everyone. Request path. Here we need to create shared memory to place model attributes manually. Moreover, logical view name will be request path itself. Request path here, logical view name is request path. What is the request path here? Process. Process itself is taken as request path, boss. Look at the JSP file name, process.jsp. Look at the JSP file name, process.jsp. And we are forced to create what? We are forced to create shared memory manually. It's a complex process or not, boss? Is it not the complex process? I want reply. So I will give best. I already given best one. What is that? Taking map as the parameter type is always best. Taking map as the parameter, remaining all of them, I'm just giving for time pass. Why, sir? You will write best code. When someone is writing bad code, you should understand what they are doing now, boss. Application runs, but you have to tell whether it is best or not. That's why I'm giving this code, all these alternate to understand what others are writing. To just understand what others are writing when you collect the code from your colleague programmer or team members or old projects or stupid websites. Yeah, this time I will take this one. String comma, return type I am taking string comma object. String comma object. This time we have to deal with map. This time this hash map becomes shared memory box. this hash map becomes shared memory. No, tell me. New hash map of map, guys. Here is my map. Okay, boss. Tell me here. Yeah, here is what. Here map dot still not over. Control plus shift plus. Map string comma object map. Here what is there? Map dot put. Map dot put. Map dot put map dot. Here is my return map, guys. Here is my return. Super. Done. This is okay. Here also, is there any logical view name we are returning? No. Map we are returning. So what happens, guys? What happens? If handler method is not returning any logical view name, the request path itself becomes logical view name, right, boss? Once again, that is proved or not. Say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. I may give n number of permutations and combinations, boss. I may give n number of permutations and combinations. Enter key, boss. Again, coming or not coming? From pass.jsp is coming. Okay. What is the path? Pass, guys. It's coming or not coming? Yeah, definitely it's coming. It's coming or not coming? Definitely it's coming, boss. No doubt in that. Yeah. What is the story here, boss? What is the story here? If the handler method of controller class is not returning of the controller class is not returning. Come on, guys. Any logical view name, any LVN, directly or indirectly. Then the then the request path of the handler method itself becomes what, guys? Becomes logical view name. Logical view name, as discussed here, as discussed in the example code, as discussed in the example code, right, boss? This is my process.jsp. Taking map, same story. Here hash map acts as the shared memory. Here hash map is acting as a shared memory. So we are explicitly creating shared memory now, boss. If handler method is not having string return type, then it finds no facility for returning logical view name. Then it takes request path itself as logical view name. For example, if return type of the handler method is map or model or hash map other than string, then the request path given to At the rate request mapping automatically becomes logical view name. That is what I discussed there. That is what I discussed there. Come on, guys. Yeah, taking model and view, legacy style, guys, very old style, as the return type of handler mapping. Here we have option to return the model data, to keep the model data, and also to specify the logical view name. But it's old style, guys, old style. Old style, guys. This also can be enjoyed, but legacy style. Nowadays, no one is using, boss. Okay, let's see model and view. So at least are you able to feel the flexibility in signature, boss? Model and view, boss. Model and view. Super. Tell me here. Okay. Create MAV object. Create model and view object. Model and view MAV is equal to, tell me. Model and view MAV is equal to, tell me. New model and view of. It is a direct class, guys, concrete class. Super. MAV dot add object attribute 1 value 1. MAV dot add object attribute to new date of. Attribute to new date of. Tell me, guys, return MAV. Return MAV. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Right, was pass. Value 1, this one. Welcome to Spring MVC pass.jsp. Welcome to Spring MVC pass.jsp. Welcome to Spring MVC pass.jsp. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Taking model and view, legacy style as the return type of the handler method, old style. Clear? Dollar attribute 1, dollar sysdate. Now taking us. Now I am coming to actual one. Best is already I have given the best. Already I have given the best. Okay. Attribute name is string. And the value is, tell me, how does browser automatically opens? That's a feature in Eclipse. Deepak Jadhav, you have not developed any web application in Eclipse so far. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world, right? Super, guys. How browser is opening automatically. There is a word called practice, my dear. There is a word called practice, right? Value can be, attribute name must be string. And value can be any object. Attribute name must be string and the value can be any object. Value can be any object. Tell me, boss. Limitations of taking model, map, hash map, etc. as the return type of. Okay, guys. Sachin, wrapper objects also objects are worst fellow. Return type of the handler method. As the return type of the handler method, right? limitations of taking model, map, hash map, and etc. as the return type of the handler method. See, sometimes I wantedly pinch and give reply. Why? Because you may think that that's a great question and I have given normal answer. But to tell that you are lagging in basics, I will pinch and give reply. Don't think much on pinching. Because if I pinch and give reply, you will remember for lifetime. You never repeat the mistake. If I give normal answer, I asked questions, R has given answer, you may forget the answer. So this is, I wanted, I will pinch and give reply. Mr. Samar, Mr. Ashish, whoever I pinch, Mr. Sachin, Mr. Okay, whoever it is. So take the answer. Don't worry about my pinching. I hope anyhow you have initially agreed you can pinch me, sir, you can pinch us, right? So I'm going by that agreement only. Nothing against of our agreement, right? Super. Yes. What is model MVC? Model means data, boss. Model means data. Listen. Oh, I think I did not complete this part. Oh, still I have not completed. Wait a minute. Attribute 1, attribute 2. Here, model means this one. In model. View. What is view, sir? See? Mav dot set view name. Mav dot set view name. What is the first one I have taken? Welcome. Here, logical view name, guys. Now things are in our control. Model means data. Model means data. Okay. This is model. This is model. Got it. Shivam Kumar, I have shared MVC1, MVC2 architecture videos related to Servlet. Watch them, boss. Okay. Logical view name. I think I have shared model 1, model 2 architecture videos to you people, which are Servlet JSP topic videos. Right click, run on server, Tomcat 10, finish. Yeah. Now this time, what is the parameter, guys? Pass. Yeah. Coming or not, welcome.jsp is coming. Here we have control and model and view, but that is legacy, boss. Anytime they may remove. That's why I'm not entertaining model and view. And moreover, here also I'm forced to create what? Model and view class object manually, right? And when dispatchers are let, you just keep the parameter. I will take care of creation of object. You don't bother about object creation. Then why should I take this pain? Why should I take this pain? Right now, boss? Model and view used the fixed return type. Fixed use it to be the fixed return type for the handler method in Spring MVC application of XML driven configuration. Okay, guys. So we can say it's a legacy style of taking return type. But in model and view, we have control on model attributes. We have control of taking our choice logical view name. We have control on it, but it's an old style, guys. Here, model and view class object acts as a shared memory. Acts as a shared memory. Clear, boss? So overall, what is good? For data rendering, taking map as the parameter type is good. Remaining all are nonsense. It looks like model and view doing well, but it is old style, guys. Super, guys. Yeah, tell me. Limitations of taking model map, hash map, etc. as the return type. We need to create and return shared memory having model attributes manually in the handler method. Problem number one. No control on LVN. It takes request path of handler method itself as the logical view name. The DS created default shared memory. Binding aware model map object will be wasted completely. Will be wasted completely. Got it now? For every request, binding aware model map object may be created by seeing a number of other things. So that will be wasted, boss. That will be completely wasted. Are you understanding my statement, guys? 404 error, boss. 404 error means what? See the server console. There you will see the reason. That's a quite common error. Any problem in MVC, you'll get white label page only. That's the default error page. Advantages of taking map, model, etc. as the parameter types of handler method, right? If the return type is handler method is model and view, all above problems are solved except B problem. What is B problem? No control on model and view is legacy class and not recommended to use. Super, guys. Tell me. We need not to create shared memory manually to place the model attribute. We can use the DS created shared memory to place the model attributes. That means the DS created shared memory will not be wasted. By taking return type as string, we can get control on logical view name. I hope everyone convinced with today's topic, guys. Everyone convinced with today's topic, data rendering. I'm not getting run on server when I change the workspace coming. When I'm going to run the application, not coming. Okay. Oja Babu, there could be two reasons. Either you have not chosen Eclipse JWE flavor Eclipse. Number two, you have not chosen var file while creating the project. You have not chosen var file while creating the project, right? Why this error.jsp, sir? 1 minute. I'll solve all your doubts one by one. Oja Babu doubt is over. Arbaz gone. Class not found exception. Mister, you have not added servlet itself, right? You have not added jar file. You have not added jar file anywhere. So jars are not gone to webinf/lib folder. So check the pom.xml, you will understand. Check the pom.xml, you will understand where it has gone wrong. Where it has gone wrong. Why this error in JSP? We have Tomcat in pom.xml using Spring Web. It's because I have not Tomcat in local system. When shared memory will be destroyed, at the end of request, it will be destroyed. At the end of request, it will be destroyed, right? Okay. Please share the code to notes. Definitely, I will share. Ashish, it's based on first application. You improvise the first application. After a few days, collectively, I will give the application. Please follow the old tradition. In Spring MVC also, map is best. In Spring MVC, handler method signature is fixed, guys. Okay, in XML driven configuration, handler method signature is fixed. There we prefer model and view, right? Malesra, when I create Spring Boot project with version 3. var type, run on server, coming. The above version is not coming. Malesra, you take latest version, no problem. You take latest version, no problem. javax.http.servlet. Okay, listen. If you are using latest 3.x version, make sure that Tomcat 10 because package names are different. Right? Ramesh, I want to show in both servers. That's why I have taken external Tomcat. If you decided to work with embedded Tomcat forever, if you decided to work with embedded Tomcat forever, there is no need of external Tomcat.